Hey, a topic that crops up quite a lot is maintenance care plans. Should you offer one to your clients? And what's the big deal about them? Now, there is a school of thought out there where people talk about them in terms of recurring income. So you're charging your client or a business a monthly package. They might pay $50, $100, $200, even $7,000 a month, maybe for a package. And that sounds all great, but I don't think of it as just a recurring income stream. I think of it as an opportunity to create a long lasting relationship with your client. Because if they ever discover that they're just paying for something but not getting benefits from it, value for money, what is the point of having it? What are they getting out of it? They're going to lose interest in you. And what you really want to do is create a long lasting relationship because there's a higher chance that they will use you again in future for other projects or their current project if they want to expand or scale up because they're already working with you, right? Or maybe they'll refer you to friends or family or other businesses. So there's a great opportunity for you to scale up using the monthly maintenance package. But remember, don't just offer it and then go, hey, we take the money and we don't really care what we do for you. Don't get into that mindset because there's a lot of people that think that. And I'm not a fan of that. So let me break down. I'm not going to give you values. I'll give you some example rough values, right? But let me break down what you could offer. You want to start off with a basic maintenance package. You could call it basic package, bronze package, standard practice package, a care plan, a care package. Try and go for a name which sounds more nicer. It just rolls off the tongue. Something that doesn't feel like support package or something, right? Because that can feel a little bit, in my opinion, a bit too formal. But care plan, care package, they're my favorites. Maintenance is kind of a good one too. Now you can have a basic one. So I'm going to give you 4 or 5 scales, okay? The very basic one is WordPress updates. So you'll test the website when there's a WordPress update before you initiate it. Plugin updates, Elementor Pro, and whatever else you have on there. And then also backups. Now the backups might already be done by the host provider or wherever the website is based, but you're just ensuring they're still happening. Updraft and all of that stuff. Now, please bear in mind, though, that none of these care plans I'm talking about today relate to your hosting package per se. So I'm not talking about the upkeep of your emails, the SSL and all of that side of things, okay? That usually will be done by your hosting package that you've got separately. But if you want to go down that angle as well, then obviously you would probably roll that into your basic plan as well. Because, of course, the client's going to want to ensure that the emails are still up and running. Stuff like that. I don't like to get drawn into hosting packages I'm deviating here now, but I'll come back on point. I don't like to get involved into hosting packages because there's a lot of headaches involved in there. Emails, SSL, things, like uptime maybe. Maybe the website goes down. I have clients who use Bluehost, and when Bluehost decide to do a server change or whatever, without any warning, the website goes down. And it could be 2 or 3 hours without any warning. If you are now the middleman between the client and the host provider, it's on your head to explain that. And I don't like that headache. Right, let's get back onto care plans. Basic. The basic plan is WordPress updates, other updates, elemental stuff like that, and your backups. That's your basic package, right? Then you could offer a second package. It is exactly the same as the basic, except this time you also offer minor revisions. 3 minor revisions a month. And you have to be very clear what is a minor revision. Changing an image, changing a headline, modifying a paragraph, maybe even moving a paragraph or something like that. Minor revisions. It does not include creating a whole brand new page. It does not include completely changing the style of a page because then you got to do the mobile responsiveness as well. So you got to think about all of those things, okay? Because they, for me, fall outside of a minor revision, and those things you should be pricing up based on the time it takes. It might take 20 minutes, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours. If you're charging like $50 a month for, say, Care Plan 2 with minor revisions, and you're going to spend 3 or 4 hours doing like a major change, is that really value for money for you? Don't forget, right, it's got to be value for money for you as well, in terms of the effort you put in. So we have Care Plan 1, updates. Care Plan 2 is the exact same thing. The only difference is you're now offering 3 minor revisions, but make clear what the revisions are. Because people think, oh, a revision, right, can you redo all 20 pages of my website? And you're going to be like, what? What? Okay, so just have a think about that. Now, the third one isn't actually a modification, it's now an add-on. So the third care plan now is an add-on. You can have it on its own or with Care Plan 1 or Care Plan 2. So Care Plan 1 and 2 are very similar, but you pick one or the other, okay? The third option is an add-on, SEO. So is this like weekly, monthly? Check. I would go for monthly rather than weekly because of the way the world works with the Google algorithm and all of that. But maybe looking at the keywords, tweaking the keywords maybe. You might have to modify a headline. So that could be an add-on and you might charge, I don't know, $20, $30 a month for that. Now, what you do need to do with the SEO, though, is break that down further. It's very, I don't want to say difficult, but it's not good for you to just set a price. You go, yeah, $30 a month. You do that and you might end up regretting it. Because let's say you got a website which is 5 pages. Well, doing the SEO, every month, retweaking the keywords and all of that in rank math or whatever you use, that's pretty simple and easy. You could do that. But what if the website has like 2 or 3 blog posts every week? And you are now going to do the SEO for the blog post as well. Think about the time and effort you're putting in and how you're going to do that. So when you do your SEO, think about pages and blogs, okay? So is it going to be $30 a month or even $100 a month just for the SEO add-on? I hope that makes sense, yeah? So SEO, is it just a one-off cost? Is it going to be, well, because there's more blogs to do? What if there's products? Are you going to be doing the keywords for the products and the tags and all of that? How many are you going to do per month? So make that really clear. And you will get an idea of that when you're talking to the client. So when you offer the add-on, make it clear what that is, okay? Otherwise, you're going to go, I'm doing all this work for nothing. The fourth one is also an add-on. This is analytics. You could be using Google Analytics, SEMrush, loads of tools out there. This is where you're going to be telling them about the visitors to the site, the bounce rate, what pages are they visiting, where are they coming from, which blog posts got the bigger hits. You might be offering advice to them maybe about social media and things like that maybe. You might say, well, you've been doing posts on all these outlets, but your Instagram and your Facebook are getting the bigger hits, maybe, stuff like that. So that could also be an add-on that you do. And again, you might have just a generic cost, or if they've got loads of subdomains and other stuff going on, you might want to expand on your costs. So remember, this is an add-on. The SEO and the analytics one, it's up to them if they want to go for it. Okay, you don't include it in your basic. If they want it, they pay extra for it. And the fifth one that you could offer is content writing. So we've already talked about minor revisions and stuff like that. But hold up, what if you are required to now kind of help them write some of the content on their website? So every now and again, there's a new blog post. There's a change somewhere on the website, and they want you to put it together. And I don't just mean the words. I'm talking about the images as well. Maybe they write a blog post, but you're going to go and get the suitable image for the blog post, the featured image and all of that. So think about the effort you're doing in, because remember, when you say minor revision or revision, people interpret it differently to how other people do. So let's just go right all the way back through this really quickly. Care Plan 1, basic updates and backups. Care Plan 2, you pick one of the two. This now has minor revisions. Add-on 1 is SEO, and you think about how you're pricing that up. Add-on 4, or add-on 2, however you want to talk about it. But the second add-on is going to be with analytics. And then you'll have the fifth one, I don't know how many fingers I was holding up then, but the fifth one will be content writing. Now, you could expand on this. You could have other add-ons, but I think that is a very good way to start. And what the user will then do, or the client, they'll pick between one or two, and then they might pick all or none of the add-ons. And then you might work out a discount for them if they go for all three, for instance, or two of them, however you want to do it. You can have a think about discounts as well. Maybe you have someone who doesn't go for any updates, basic care plans, none of those, but they do want the SEO or the analytics or just the analytics. Do you get where I'm going with this? So you're giving them the option to pick and choose. And by doing that, it means that you'll have a longer lasting relationship with them. And also, you kind of, you want to iterate to them. Look, you can do all of this. You can do all of this, okay? But then if you don't have a maintenance plan with me and your website goes down, or there's conflict, or there's an issue, the cost for me to go in and fix that is probably now, let's just pretend, okay, the basic care plan, right, is $60 a month. Let's just say, and the website goes down and the client has not taken out a maintenance plan with me. Just for me to go in and look at it, doesn't matter if I'm on it for half an hour or 5 minutes, is $120. So now you as a client have to stop and think and go, right, I could have paid for a maintenance plan, which was $60 a month, but I've got an issue. It's $120. A week later, there's another issue. It's another $120. That's the way it works. And when you compare it to life and the way you have insurance and policies and things, that is how it is, isn't it? If your car breaks down and you've not got breakdown cover, right? What is the cost of breakdown cover in the UK? It's about 30 odd quid. If my car breaks down today, I'll probably pay £80 for a call out charge. It breaks down next week. It's an £80 call charge. So £80 on its own for one call out charge is nearly triple the cost of if I had taken out breakdown insurance. And maybe I never used the breakdown insurance. It's money down the drain. Whatever, right? Well, whatever's probably a bit extreme, but do you get what I'm going with this? So you're trying to get across to them that this is actually to help them out, but you don't force it. You're not a car salesman. You're not there to force it. You let them know the options and you let them make up their mind, okay? I strongly advise you do it, but at the end of the day, the client's going to know, right? And maybe they're happy to monitor and look after their website themselves. I hope you found this useful. I hope you like, subscribe, and of course share, and keep following. And I'll see you.
Never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag.